man. Probably Fnatic would be a good one to jump on, as they are 2-0 in this series. Match point, just need one win to go, and it will be locked in for EUCS, doing significantly better than their predecessors of the FNA lineup.
What if I'm the type of person that keeps cash under the mattress? Like, doesn't want to invest in anything.
Then
no
you just
gambling,
don't.
no nothing.
You just delete your Twitter account and you just don't vote on it.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Not evolving E. I mean, for the longest time, pretty much the entirety of Kha'Zix's history, that reset is just iconic for getting in and out of team fights, taking people out. You see Beansu now has to buy time for Taiki to get there. Kikis gets the parallel convergence.
He's buying a lot of time. Unfortunately, there is no one anywhere remotely close to save him. And with the jump being up from Taiki and the flash as well,
he got a kill!
First blood every turn! Oh, finally finishing them off for a 1-for-1. But Kikis, the damage coming out there was disgusting. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, able to take this tower, and Maka was falling there, but my god, that damage from Kikis. I thought he was dead.
Taiki was not expecting the damage to kick in from everything coming through. I mean, Kikis bought enough time with a parallel convergence, got the shield, runs back away, hits the Q, manages to proc the passive to get the movement speed through, and then Taiki jumps forward right into the auto. And wow, that Kikis showing that it's not just the Poppy that he's able to kind of hang on 1v2. Niski showing us just how much wave clear Rise has. That's disgusting.
Oh, he didn't get
Doesn't get the cannon minion though.
50 gold down the drain.
What's all the wave clear used for if you,
if you get the last
that?
Yeah. Come on, Niski, step it up in this mid lane. That's why you're down.
Yes. Now he's going bot.
Here's Taiki. He's got the Shen ultimate on top of him. This is what the composition was meant to do, but he's rooted in place and dies before he can do anything. Beansu, he's tanking up a lot of damage, but Gary trying to cut away from Kikis, who was chasing him down relentlessly. Beansu left by his lonesome. Lots of damage from Jizuke in the mid lane, but does not have the killing
Kikis
power.
going in.
Kikis going in. Kikis going out. There's lots of low health targets that Jizuke is eyeing up, but he doesn't have any ultimate anymore and doesn't have flash.
Kikis wants this fight.
Does not get the stun, but just find the shield. Protobot comes out, but it's a little bit scary. Niski in this one-on-one. Flank comes into play, the Q! That is the one that you want to dodge. That's the one that does a lot of damage. So, big win for Fnatic after all of that. I think there was at least 3 kills.
And towers as well. There's a bottom tower fell, so it was only one tower, so tower. But this was the play that started it off on the bot side. We won't get to see the top side exchange, but it looked like a good at least hold from Maka. Great, ultimate from Zyra, but it just wasn't enough. You can see there's no response coming out from Forge in time. Shen is there, but the rest of Forge were trying to, or Shen was top side, I should say, but Forge just didn't have enough to respond with.
Yeah, now we're in a situation more reminiscent of Game 1, where Fnatic have this massive advantage, and 4G not only are going to have to make some good plays, but some plays that will upset the balance completely of this game, because that was a really big loss for them in terms of time and money and pretty much everything. And Gary is just getting obliterated by Kikis in the bottom lane. There's just nothing he can do. Kikis just styled on him.
So that's a fair amount.
That'll be
going to finish up with the Lich Bane. Yeah. Yep, there you go. I mean, the next step for Fnatic Academy with the lead that they have right now is Kikis goes back to the bottom side, and you try and punish the fact that Beansu, he has Standulated on cooldown still, so can't quite use it, so they're relying on a TP. So Fnatic can try and bait somebody in around Baron if they want to. The other option is to try and dive mid-tower, but it's a little bit trickier than that. You can try and pull Forge through their own jungle and then cut in from the side, which this is what Fnatic Academy are going to try and do. This is fairly straightforward. Niski's not there.
Maka no, that was a Q, an ultimate and a Q from Rallers, and a bit of damage from elsewhere. And that was just Maka dead.
And there's somebody dead. Now they can look to either try it again or start the Baron. Kikis is putting the pressure down on Beansu. We've reached the point you were talking about where Kikis can actually afford to take some of these trades now in the bottom side. He is so far ahead.
He is, yeah, he is very far ahead. Doesn't really matter what Beansu does at this stage. There's no outplay potential against a 3-1-4 Echo, who's on 2 items at 22 minutes. Mid lane getting sieged in, and Kikis with the flank as well. Gary gets obliterated. He'll have to take a trip back to base. Kikis dropping low, but again, still has that Chrono Breaker.
3 at least.
Yeah.
In Challenger next split. That if any of them make it in, you have to be careful if you end up in the bottom of the group.
Yeah, for sure. Relegation tournament.
Oh, Kikis goes
almost a
in.
death sentence.
Bok is dead.
Oh, complete obliteration of the support. Bot tower down for the count. Fnatic looking to close in the exact same way they were looking in game 1. Just opening up this base, taking down the towers. Mid lane was being pushed in by Kickers, so even that's set up for them. Moving on to both of these inhibitors. Fnatic only a matter of time before they wipe the floor with 4G. Kickers just get taunted up. Just
has
his
his ult still,
but he doesn't have mana for it. So
that's true.
He's out. That's a calculated play yet again from Kickers. Definitely should have died an additional 2 times this game, but he's out. And the base is exposed for Team Forge.
Insurmountable, really. Like, this is Fnatic Academy just stamping the seal. And a lot of people will talk about, like, you know, the draw from the end of the groups yesterday. But, I mean, that's how it's fallen for Fnatic Academy. And Shizuki, oh, he's burning!
I mean, that was a minion finishing him off there at the very end.
And the red buff, by the looks of it.
Yep. Well, if it wasn't insurmountable already, it's a 4v5 with your mid laner down.
Yeah.
2 to 12. It's really just filling in the paperwork for Fnatic at this stage. There's the round warp. There's a lot of things coming down, but all that's for certain is Mocker is very dead. Fnatic will just take this tower. They'll take the inhib. They'll take everything away from 4G. Their hopes, their dreams of getting into EUCS in 2017 spring. They'll have to try again in summer because Fnatic are circling like vultures, looking to just take this as cleanly as they can.
Yeah, triple inhibs down. Fnatic Academy are looking to wind this one up on the last push. No Baron buff for them this time, but the super minions should be enough. Kikis wants to go in for one last set of kills.
All right, let's see how fast I can kill Gary on this one. Can we make it less than a second?
Okay, the hold is there just about for Forge off this wave. Slow and steady wins the race for Fnatic. You know, you see a lot of teams overcommit into these types of scenarios, into double Nexus towers, and then kind of end up having things turn back around.
The vitality effect, where you go in and it's just like, there's like 100 health left on the Nexus, and then you lose the game. Probably not going to happen. Even if Fnatic got 5-man aced at this point in the game, maybe they would lose a tower or 2, just because of how much has been taken away from 4G. You know?
Oh wow, Forge haven't actually taken a tower.
Yeah.
I am slow on that realization.
Almost perfect game from
That is
Fnatic.
2 kills and a drag.
2 kills and a drag. Away from a perfect game from Fnatic, pretty much, in this final game. Yeah, Cly, I mean, that definitely wasn't really his fault. Kikis, I can't remember what...
You're just, like, making...
Yeah, I'm trying to think what would have been the perfect game. Yeah, exactly. What went wrong? That's on you, Kickers. I don't think it was Cly's fault, so it's your fault, even though you've been the biggest playmaker of this game.
Of all of it, Kikis took out Taiki in a 2v1.
He did, but he's prevented the perfect game from Fnatic. So regardless of how well you've done, regardless of literally solo killing people and carrying this game on your back,
you're blaming it all on Kickers.
I am.
Okay.
I guess if you die once, then it's still like a perfect KDA, right? Because you can die once and you still have a KDA. Because if you die twice, then you cut your KDA in half, so maybe it can be forgiven.
Well, Fnatic are looking to cut Forge in half and take him out of the CSQ right now. So this is for that last spot in Challenger. Fnatic gonna try and wind this one up against Forge. Kikis goes in.
Okay, Kikis. He goes in, he goes out, the towers are dying, and Beansu, he's tanky, but just not tanky enough. The super minions are pretty much just ending the game on their own, and there's another 6 of them coming into the base. They're getting flooded right now, and there's just not enough damage control in the world to save 4G in their predicament. Beansu jumps in, Beansu has to go back to base, and this will be Fnatic closing in, tightening his screws, the last nail in the coffin. Welcome to Challenger 2017!
I don't think